It's tap dancing.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, this isn't going to be in the film.
Here we go. Oh. Are you okay?
You just want some yummy cakes.
I don't want them to, they don't have to be like
I
fancy
think
or
most
anything.
people would agree that they just want yummy cakes. So, there you go, folks. I'm Sean the Modern Yeoman, and I'd like to welcome you back to another Work With Me Wednesday edition of the Modern Yeoman, where there's no music, no fancy editing. It's just you and me getting some stuff done, hanging out, maybe doing a little bit of talking. Today we have what I think is going to be a simple project. I hope it's going to be a simple project, and that's getting this old wood stove out of my parents' cottage, my parents' house. They haven't used it, they don't know how well it works, and it's just kind of taking up space. I know they'll be getting a carpet put down here very soon, so they just want this thing out of here. And I think what we're gonna do is take this thing out, get the stuff down from the wall, and move it to the garage, where we could potentially use it in the garage or the pole barn to heat up that space, assuming it works. If it doesn't work, well, then we have a big, very heavy piece of salvage that we need to get rid of somehow. But the hope is that it'll work. So step one of the process is getting this big old thing moved, which, like I said, I hope it will be easy. By the way, that's Lucky crowing. I don't know if I've told you guys yet, but we've officially determined that Lucky is a rooster. So we have two roosters officially here on the homestead, and Lucky is rooster number 2. So far they haven't fought with each other, Rooster or Lucky and Fighter. There's been no trouble between the two of them. They've been hanging out with each other just fine, but we'll see how it goes, and if things get dicey, then we'll decide what to do at that point. Anyways, let's get to work. All right, Dad, so hopefully this thing won't be too heavy.
Oh, it'll be heavy.
It's going to be heavy. So the plan is to move this guy out through this door
Yes.
and then over to the garage, correct?
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, so the plan is to get this stuff unhooked first.
Right, yeah. So absolutely zero experience with doing this kind of thing. So it, like many things, just kind of
Crossing our fingers and going for
learn
it.
on the fly. I don't think it's going to be terribly complicated. At least getting it unhooked. When it comes to actually sort of patching this up, and depending on what we do on the outside with the stack that's out there, and the siding, that's going to take a little bit of probably YouTube University.
Sure. But to start with, let's just get this thing out there.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a shot.
Let's hope it stays simple.
Yeah. There's still these ones up here. Are there any up there on this side?
No, I think that's, oh, yeah, there's that other one there, but other than that.
Let's be close.
Yeah, it's already kind of late for me.
I'm still in the salvage zone.
You know what?
It looks like a paper plate.
It does, doesn't it? Just a painted paper plate. Do you see some flathead screws, or are you just talking about something for leverage?
Something to pry.
Oh, it's come out.
Okay.
I bumped this light and it's affecting the light, babe.
Really?
Yeah,
What's it doing?
it's flickering.
Well, that part was easy.
Yeah.
You can see outside.
Yep. Very interesting how filthy it is in there.
There's just soot and
creosote.
ashes and...
Yeah, there's some creosote buildup and ashes. This stuff, man, I'm glad I didn't fire it up, because some of this stuff is, it could easily be flammable, just catch on fire.
Oh, that's not light.
That is not light. So getting it down the stairs. No, we can.
Potentially, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, this isn't working. You know what we can do, Dad? Oh, never mind, that won't work. All right. I got a pump.
What do we do hillbilly style? Just get out on the porch and then we'll sit it there. Put a plant in it.
Keep it up.
27 inches.
27 even. Slightly over 27.
All right.
So,
It's slightly over 27, which means this thing should fit. All right.
Don't hurt your dad.
Oh, I'm fine. So the challenge at this point is figuring out how to get this really heavy stove down these stairs. I think maybe
we could try a ramp.
we could try a ramp, or we could just man up and pick the thing up. I don't know.
Oh man, you're throwing down the gauntlet.
No, what do you think? Just getting some 2x6s or something?
Well, the concern is, being as heavy as it is, with a ramp, it might just be really hard to slow the momentum. So
Yeah.
I wonder if we could try, just one step at a time.
Let's do it, and then I'll be on the bottom, and I'll lift it up and drop it down. Oh,
Are you okay?
yeah, I'm fine. It's just it's leaning back more than I thought it
Well, and probably not bad, actually. 1, 2, 3.
would. Easy. We got this.
All right. 1,
Next
2,
one.
3. Okay.
Okay. Next
1,
one.
2, 3. Are we? No, not on the ground. Just here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
You did most of the work there.
So the hard part's done, and it's nice out.
It really is.
I'd say it's got to be in the 50s, right?
Feels like it. 47.
47
So
doesn't
it's-
feel like it in the sun. It feels a lot warmer, but you're right. We've been pumping blood. And I got to say, even after just a few weeks of winter, being outside, moving stuff around in the sun,
Just feels good.
that'll cure what ails you, guys.
That's true.
Wow, look at that. It's gone.
It's gone.
It opens this room up.
Well, and one of the things that we didn't talk about earlier is sort of the impetus behind this. We're going to have some carpeting put in about a week's time.
I mentioned that briefly.
Oh, did you? Okay.
So you're going to cover this area up.
Yeah. I mean, the initial plan was we weren't going to move this, and we're just going to have it carpeted around that area. But the more we thought about it, just kind of weighing the pros and cons, now's the time, with that carpet getting installed. If we're going to do it, now would be the time to
Now's
get
the
that
time.
done. Yeah, so.
So what's next here?
Well, it looks like these backer boards should be pretty easy.
They're
I
just
always
regular
preface
screws.
that with should.
Yeah.
'Cause
Hey, you know what? Moving this thing, that wasn't bad.
No. Absolutely no way I would have been able to do that myself, so I really appreciate you helping out with
course.
that. These just look like they unscrew. I'm hoping, like this is loose. The cement board underneath, I'm hoping they didn't use liquid nails or whatever, that's just going to lift off. Getting this thing properly plugged up.
You just gonna hang a picture over there tonight?
I don't know. Well, I'll figure something out. I'll probably just take that entire
Yeah, just screw it
kind
out.
of frame off and see what's going on behind it.
Yep. Oh, and there's currently, right now, I'll walk out there, there's currently
Possible that you just.
pipe sticking out. That shouldn't be too terribly tough to take down. It looks like
No.
you're gonna have to get these little struts, these little braces
Yeah.
unscrewed.
Yep. And yeah, to your point, I think it's just screwed in there. So I don't anticipate that being much of a problem.
Removing this little panel right here.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mom? You like all the extra space in here?
Yeah, it's amazing. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with it, but it's
really opens it up a lot.
up. Might just have to get some new furniture.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. What have I done?
That's screwed in as well.
Get my gloves back on.
I was gonna say, uh-oh, it's staining the carpet, but
Right.
it doesn't really matter that much.
Not a big deal. I know it's still screwed in on the bottom, but
Now the hope, Dad, is that you don't take this thing off and there's a giant hole back there.
yeah, some kind of real ugly surprise.
Well, I mean, you're gonna be dealing with it regardless, but painting it, probably you still have the same. I'm sure you still have the same
I have
paint.
plenty of the paint left.
All right, let's get this
More than
thing.
enough.
So you have to get this cement board off the floor.
Whenever you guys- you surprise surprises.
Probably not going to be light. Oh, yes, it is.
Okay.
Ah,
How about
there's
that?
another one right below it.
All completely screwed down.
Looks like we've got more to do here.
Yep. Got some nice screws to hang on to.
Yep. Really good. Okay, the moment of truth, unless there's just another one.
It's just like
Nesting dolls.
right.
Oh, can I come watch?
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's just wooden floor. That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. It looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's just subfloor material.
I think it's tap dancing.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, this isn't going to be on the film.
Okay.
Drum
Here we
roll.
go.
Another drum roll.
Not bad.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
just white,
Boy, look at the.
but you can
Water
see all the damage here.
That's actually moist back there.
Oh, yuck. You
I
may
don't know
have
if
to
that's
do some.
mold mitigation, maybe.
You may have to do.
Well,
some,
with this coming up, it's not going to do that anymore, so that's a good thing.
Right. We can get some bleach out.
Well, that's that. We got it out. We got all the stuff out.
Right.
It wasn't nearly as bad as we thought it would be underneath the cement boards and behind. I guess that was cement board. I don't remember what this stuff was. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's different
yeah.
from that.
Mhm. I think it was.
It's not too bad. This is a little bit of a concern, right?
Right. Yep. So I'll have to address that. Make sure it gets good and dried out. I'll hit some of that with bleach, and we'll see what it does. I don't know if that's full on, black mold or what's going on back there.
We'll have to address that somehow. But in the meantime, getting the stove out. I mean, just take a look at how much more room.
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
A lot more open.
A lot more open. It really adds a lot of space to this half of the room.
It does. It does.
So, Mom, how did it feel to star in your very first Modern Yeoman video the other day? Pretty good?
I don't think I was the star of the show.
I think you were the star of the show. Do you have... A lot of people said that they wanted to see more recipe videos. Is that something that you think you might be able to help out with in the future?
I don't think I have a lot of good recipes, and I don't have a lot of fancy recipes, I guess is what I should say.
Oh, I don't think people want fancy recipes.
Yeah.
I think people like the simple recipes. Do you have more simple recipes that you're thinking of?
I do have some more simple recipes. My thing is that I think there's beautiful cake decorators and all sorts of fancy cake artists and stuff like that, which I am not, but they do beautiful work. But I just want some yummy cakes.
You just want some yummy cakes.
I don't want them to, they don't have to be like
I
fancy
think
or
most
anything.
people would agree that they just want yummy cakes. So maybe we can think about doing more videos here in the future.
Now, I have to call your aunt because she's got a recipe that I really like. It's a brown sugar cake, I think it is.
Okay.
So I'll find out. and
Start
see.
thinking about it. I think people would be pretty excited about that. Thank you for thinking of new ideas. I think people are excited about seeing more of you in the future.
Yummy cakes.
Yummy cakes
Not
with
fancy.
the YeoMama. Well, thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. It was a pretty easy project, and it was good to see that the floor and the wall behind that old stove and the cement boards that had been put down is actually in pretty decent shape. So we're going to continue probably to work on getting those pipes down on the outside. But in the meantime, I'm going to go get some food because I'm hungry. Thanks for hanging out with us, and until we see you guys next time, remember, as always, slowly, slowly.